Welcome back. We are here with another episode of Gossip and Tea. I am Cindy, your host. Miss Tina is not here and she will be back hopefully next week. She is in San Antonio living her best life with her hubby and the kiddos. But I do have a guest host. I have Miss Joanna here with me today.
Hello, everyone.
And we are here to talk about anything and everything TikTok drama related. So I think that we should start off by saying kind of how you and I connected.
Yeah.
How we met. Well, this is our first time actually meeting in person. But we talk all the time on TikTok and Facebook and just, social media. Yes.
We're texting now?
Yes. We're texting now and we're friends now because of all the drama on social media and how people just go crazy on social media now. And I literally had nobody to talk to about this. So I posted there's a group chat. Me and Tina have talked about this group chat, or not group chat, but this page on Facebook lots of times. I went on there and I was like, okay, who is on, because it was about Ash and Bree and Vale and all that
2K.
Drama, 2K.
Can't forget him.
Yes, can't forget him. And how, the drama is with them. I was like, I need people I can talk to about this. And then there was like a million posts and Joanna she reached out and she was just like, yes, girl, yes. And so then now we started sending each other, different videos and stuff on TikTok. And I came to find out Miss Joanna has, a good following on TikTok actually. And she was kind of giving me some history on how she got her followers and before we started recording and stuff. So, but introduce yourself and kind of tell people about yourself. And, this show, we tend to kind of go off sometimes and we squirrel. And so
that sounds like
whatever.
Me. Yeah,
it's a little bit of ADHD on this show, not gonna lie.
Perfect for me then.
So, you know what? I'm getting hot. Let me go. I'm gonna go check my AC. Hold on. But go ahead and introduce yourself, and we'll go from there.
Okay. So my name is Joanna. I do have yannavee on there, but that's just because I kind of just don't want it to be so easy to find me. I do have a business and a professional career, so in case you see Yana on there, that's why. And there's actually a very funny story, which I won't go too much into, but that was actually supposed to be my name, but somehow I ended up with the name Joanna. Yes, my name is Joanna. So happy to be on here. Thank you for inviting me. Basically, what I was letting Cindy know is that when I started getting on TikTok, I kind of felt the same as her. I didn't have no one to talk to. Certain stories, certain things. Like, I'm like, oh my God, who do I talk to about this, right? So at that time, Andrea McCrae was really big. Slay with Dre McCrae. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of her. She's probably for older crowd like me. I'm in my late 30s. She used to do makeup. A lot of stuff went down with her, and a lot of people were accusing her of stuff. I don't know how much I could say on here. But
hey, you know what? If what's her name, La Loca, Ash can get on here and talk about and do all kinds of cochinadas on TikTok.
So
we can talk about whatever.
So basically, people were saying her husband attempted, and eventually he did end up passing. But for a while, he didn't. He was in a coma, and people were saying that she did it, right? Just because at that time she started going holistic and a bunch of herbs, and she was giving him kratom and it gets crazy, right? So she started.
I have never heard anybody use the word kratom before. That's I got PTSD. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, so she's trying to heal him naturally because he was getting seizures, right? She's giving the kids kratom, okay? She's giving everyone.
Kids?
Yes, tea. Okay, yes, she makes some special tea because the little boy was even like, "Mommy, I'm ready for my tea," because it was nighttime or whatever, and I was just like, "What is happening?" Long story short, a lot of people think that she contributed to him trying and everything that happened, and so the whole internet was like, "Oh my God, what happened?" So at that time, I had been watching her for years, so I did do a few videos going over the story. And here's the thing, because I've been following her for years, I had all the clips, I had all the stuff, I have all her pages, I have all the footage because I was a fan. I did love Andrea McCrae. She's funny. She really is. It's a little different now. I think she's changed once she changed her lifestyle and she started doing all the kratom and all that. I did notice a big difference. But before, she was really funny, so that's why I used to follow her. And instantly when I started sharing that story, people love to watch a train wreck, right? So
Yeah.
people just started following me and following me and following me because they wanted to know about the story. And up until for a good while, I was covering updates and updates and updates because she kind of ghosted the internet. And, you know, she didn't want to know where she was. And then after a while, like a year, she finally came out and gave her story. And supposedly she was cleared because there was an open investigation with the cops, with the Yuma Police Department.
Wow.
Yeah, like it turned into this big old thing. People were stalking her house, driving by, taking videos. People called the facility where her husband was at and like were reporting to the point where she had to move in facilities. Like it turned into, if anyone here has known the name, they know that it turned into a big old saga. And as a matter of fact, to this day, she's still on TikTok making videos. And if you go on her videos in the comments, people will be like, we haven't forgotten justice for Vaughn. And like people are still eating her up about it.
I'm gonna have to, because that's not a story that I guess I wasn't on that side of TikTok at the time.
It wasn't TikTok, it was Facebook Live.
Oh, I've been on Facebook, but it's more like, my Facebook is more like family and friends, and I guess not until recently, you know, kind of getting more social media, getting more, you know, into it, have I seen more of the, and I don't even really see like the lives or the reels and stuff like that. I'm not a big fan. When TikTok went away for the whole 12 hours, I was like trying to find, okay, where am I going to get my fix from? You know, and I went to Instagram, and I wasn't a fan of Instagram's reels. And I wasn't a fan of Facebook reels or whatever they call them. I wasn't. I'm like, where's my TikTok? Like, there's just nothing like it. I feel.
It's a different beast for sure. Like, I feel like you get a really raw, unfiltered, like unedited. I'm not saying that people don't have filters. I'm saying the way they come across. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And so back in the day, this was before TikTok was really big, before COVID. This was before COVID. And so back in the day, like I follow Let's Do Makeup and all them, and they would just go live on Facebook. And I had my notifications set up so that they went live. It let me know, because otherwise I'd miss them all the time. So
she was probably her and Candy Lover. Do you see Candy Lover?
No, that kind of sounds familiar though.
So if you see her, she's the one, she's always got different wigs on, and some of the wigs look really nice on her, like natural. Some of them, she's a singer too, but I don't think her music has really like hit big. You know what I mean? I mean, she's a good singer. She has a beautiful voice, but she's between her and Let's Do Makeup. Those were the only two I would say that I was really following, because I was watching them on YouTube and Facebook Live.
Okay, yeah.
That was before TikTok, though. Yeah, that was before all of that. But like how you were saying, Let's Do Makeup she's changed. Like, I feel like it's changed. I feel like, yes, like once
her lives have changed, yes.
Yes. Yeah. I feel like once people start getting the money, and then I guess it's just natural, honestly, because Michaela, makeup, she's the same way.
Really? Here's the thing. I think she's so fake. Like, one thing about me, I don't care everything, but fake people, to me, for some reason, I'm just like, I can't watch you. And for her,
because of the eyelashes,
girl, every week she has a holy grail product. Every week, this is her like, girl, you're just doing it for the coin. At least be honest. Be honest and say you're doing it for the coin. I would too. You know what I mean? Like,
I was gonna say, if somebody was telling me, we'll give you $50,000 if you tell everybody you love this mascara, okay.
I'm sure, yeah.
Give me the check.
And the only thing I want to say about Les, because, Les is like my little baby. I love her. She's from El Paso, Texas. Mm-hmm. I'm from El Paso, Texas. She, like, I literally seen her parents' restaurant. Like, I grew up where she grew up. Like, I guess I kind of, like, feel like...
You feel connected to her.
But also, I will say that when she first started going live, did you ever watch her early lives? She was so funny. Like, it literally felt like you were just bullshitting with one of the girls. Like, she's like... I don't know. She's just very funny. Like, she wasn't trying. You know what I mean? She's just naturally funny.
Well, I feel like everybody gets like that. In the beginning, everybody's funny. Everybody's relatable. That's why people connect to them. That's why they get the followers. Maybe that's why I don't have no followers. People don't connect to me.
What I think is, and I will notice this, I will say that, like, and I didn't notice it till I started reading all the comments, because I do defend her, like, in the comment section a lot, because I'm like, dude, she's so unproblematic. She doesn't mess with anyone. She doesn't fuck with anyone. She doesn't start fights. She doesn't even respond to negativity. Leave her alone. Like, let her make some money, dude. So she posts about Onset. It's her brand. That's how she feeds her family. You would too. You know what I mean? But I just kind of feel like her lives are different because now most of the time when she comes live, it's to advertise a product or an event or something. But I feel like, man, if you were to see how people tear her down in the comments, how jealous people are, how they bring her down for Mantenido, for Alex, for the parents, for like, bro, I wouldn't want to go live either. I wouldn't want to go live with a bunch of people.
But see, that's kind of how I feel about Michaela.
Okay.
Like, I feel like everybody attacks her and because of the same thing. But these people started with nothing. You know who I think is another one that is like that? Legend and Dez. They would do couple videos.
Okay.
But they're in California, and I feel like their videos in the beginning were very funny. I was like, oh, that's relatable. That, you know, that is something that I would do in my relationship, or it was just very relatable. Now, every time I see them, I feel like all they post is like clickbait. Stuff to get money. And
that's like Flying Kayla. That's how I feel they're doing right now. Who? Flying Kayla, Soldier Boy. I mean, okay. Island Boy. Sorry, yeah. Island Boy. I'm old.
Okay.
Soldier Boy. No, and I feel sorry for them because let me tell you something. My son was in the NICU 70 days. I'm a NICU mom. I get it, but bro, at some point, put the phone down. This poor kid has nurses and doctors and procedures, and they what? And you said what? And you did what? And I'm not gonna hate on them, you know. Any parents in the NICU, it's hard. It's hard. And I don't like that people are judging them when sometimes they go out and do something fun. Because let me tell you, me and my husband were in the NICU 70 days. If that's all you think about for 70 days, you're going to be freaking miserable. They would tell us, go out, guys. Like, go, you know, go do something for some self-care. Because if you're in the hospital 24/7, worried, stressed, it's not good. Yeah. The baby's under 24 care. The baby has nurses and doctors. They can go out for a little bit.
That wouldn't be something that I would be posting. To me, that's too personal.
I get a little bit, like, I get some, like me, after my son got out, yes, I have videos, and if you go on my page, you'll see my son in the NICU. You'll see him with stuff, but I wasn't going live. I wasn't live streaming afterwards because, you know what? I kind of feel like it was also a part of me healing. You know what I mean? Because at the time, I didn't even want to see those videos because it's hard seeing your baby with wires.
It's funny that you say that it was part of your healing because that's kind of how I feel about the podcast. Not healing, but it's an opportunity for me to vent. It's an opportunity for Tina to vent. Because we come on here and we'll recap, you know, what's happened to us during the week, what kind of drama our kids brought to us, you know, just life in general. And so that's why I love, like, we don't make no money doing this podcast, so I'm not gonna lie. We've put a lot of money into it, but it's honestly fun. Like, it's just a way to vent and get on here and share my life with people. Like, I don't go on here and tell people my kid's social security number is da. Yeah. You know, I don't. Like, every once in a while, one of my kids will be in one of my TikToks. Like, my son, I got a product from a company. They wanted me to try their protein snacks or whatnot. And he was like, Mama, can I be on your TikTok with you? And so, but he's 10 years old, and I'm not going to say following in my footsteps, but he's very tech savvy. So his dad is a computer technician. That's his by profession. And so he is the same way. Like, he's very computer savvy. But at 6 or 7 years old, he asked me, can I have a YouTube channel? And I was like, because that was back when Ryan, I don't know if you did that. The toys. The toy was very big, and he was always watching him. He was like, can I have a YouTube channel like Ryan? And I was like, no. And he was like, okay, well, how old do I have to be? And I said, let's talk about it again when you're 10. Yeah. And he was like, okay, well, he turned 10 in January.
And he wants to do it.
He has a YouTube channel. And he actually does really good, like, editing his little videos. And so it's kind of like, okay, he sees me doing the podcast, and he sees me recording, and he sees me doing this and that, my TikTok videos and whatnot. And so he's like, Mom, I want to be a YouTuber. And not by profession, but by profession, he wants to do something with games or gaming. He wants to get a gaming degree.
They can get a lot of money doing it.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm not going to be one of those parents who's going to be like, no, you need to get away from the computer. You got to stop playing games. Because honestly, the way that our technology is going, like, you need people like that. You need people like that.
And I think it's different too if he wants to do it and he's asking to do it, right? Not that you're forcing him, shoving the camera in
Yeah.
his face, following him
No.
around, documenting him. Like, that's
Yo,
different.
Yeah.
Like, my youngest is like that too. She'll be like, Mom, like, every time she sees me live, she pops her little face and she's like, what are they saying? And I'm like, girl, get out of here. Like, you know what I mean? But it's different when they want to do it and they ask for it than when you're just shoving the camera in their face, following them around, and they don't have
like
a choice.
the story we just covered a story. Ruby Frank, are you aware of her?
Mm-hmm.
We did her episode a couple of weeks ago. We did a whole episode on Ruby Frank, and that is a bad way to do it. Like, don't go, like you said, shoving the camera into people's face, your kids' faces, and forcing them. Hey,
perform.
Yes, perform.
Let's go viral.
Don't say this. Don't say that. You gotta be happy. You gotta, and you can't do that to your kids. Now, if they, like you said, they want to do it, then yeah, go ahead. But
and you know what I think? I think for mothers nowadays, like younger mothers, because we're older, right? But like, okay, like, have you seen Toxic, which is Soldier Boy's? Soldier Boy. What the hell?
Yeah, I know you keep saying that.
Island Boys is because I'm thinking about that diss track where she's all pecs on pecs on pecs. Like,
oh yes. Bad baby.
No, but what I was trying to say is his baby mom, Toxic. She's on here too. She's always on live. She always has the baby. Anyways, she's talking to Bree, and they're talking about going on the yacht. That's when they're gonna go on the yacht.
Yes.
And she's all, bring the baby. Why can't you just bring the baby on the yacht?
I saw that.
And she's like, oh yeah, that low key would be viral. And I'm like, bro, like, I get being a mom, I get wanting to have fun, but like, to go, like, these new mothers, it's like, not all mothers, okay? I want to say not all mothers, okay? But like this new generation that's like with the phone all the time and going live all the time, it's like, bro, like, everything's for the moment to go viral. And I get it, that's how you get paid, but at what point do you say, hey, like, draw the line, like, this is my actual kid, this is my kid's real life? Like,
yeah,
I thought that was a little too much. I was like, this girl, like, I tried to like her, I really did, but honestly, she makes me so bad.
Bree gets on my last nerve.
She has the baby right now.
She actually got him.
She has him.
She got Winter.
Guys, confirm, please. But I saw videos, and I was going to send you one that I saw a video of her, I think it was yesterday morning or today morning, but she has him. Mm-hmm.
I hope to God when they go to court that I hate to be that person to be like, I hope that mother loses custody. But she does not deserve to be a mother right now. She has a lot of growing. And I don't know 2K, like, I don't think he's a saint by any means. I think he does his wrongs as well, yes. But out of the two,
yeah, for sure. He actually cares,
he actually cares about his son. So I hope that I'm not gonna even say like, she loses him permanently. Maybe just like a temporary
wake-up call.
Yes. But what blows my mind with her, she's like 20, I don't even know how old she is.
She's in her early 20s.
Yeah, she's like 21, 22, maybe 23, I don't know. But she's got like heavy bags under her eyes.
And she just got a surgery for them. And
I'm like, girl, I am about to be 43 and my bags barely started popping up.
Two things. I think it's either hereditary or, of course, the lifestyle. Because, I mean, come on.
It's the lifestyle. It's the lifestyle, 100%. Because... like I said, and you know what? My bags under my eyes did not pop up until I lost all the weight that I lost.
Really?
When my face was fuller, I guess it was just fat. Maybe they were always there and I just didn't know it. I didn't know it. But when I lost a bunch of weight, which is how I got my TikTok following, was from losing the weight.
Oh, okay.
So earlier when me and Joanna were talking about how she got her following, we were talking about how it's so hard to kind of find your niche for things. Well, that's kind of where I'm at now, like with my TikTok. I gained my followers from losing the weight and going through my journey and posting updates on now that I'm happy where I'm at, I had my mommy makeover. I'm happy where I'm at. Okay, well, what do I post about? Yeah. What do I post about?
Continuing the lifestyle?
Yes, but how often can you...
Yeah.
I'm still here, guys. I'm still doing good. How often, that kind of for me would get old.
Played out,
yeah. So, I don't know. Like I said, I do the podcast. I post videos here and there, and it is what it is. I'm just like my random rants that I go on TikTok, but I still have yet to find my
what your niche.
What I need my next thing to be. Yeah. But I will say, right now, I'm going to enjoy this little buzz ball that Joanna brought me because, cheers.
Cheers.
Because she asked me, she was like, I need something to kind of calm my nerves. I'm like, girl, don't worry about it. I was like, but I don't drink.
Anxious.
She said, I'm going to get me a tall boy. Do you want anything? And I was like, I don't really drink beer, but that doesn't mean I don't drink alcohol. I will take a buzzball.
Dude. I'm like, you want a tall boy? Because my husband's always like, let me get some tall boys. You want a tall boy? I never drink tall boys before him. But now look at me. I'm like, hey, you want a tall boy?
I used to drink tall boys and, beer. But then when I lost all the weight, my stomach shrank. And so now if I drink a beer, like I like them. Don't get me wrong. I like them. But they bloat me. And then I won't eat like at all. And it's like, I need my nutrition. I need my protein. I got to get my, healthy nutrients in somehow, not from beer.
And me, I kind of feel like I don't mind a little bit of drink, but like the sugar for me, the next day, I'll be in hell. I'll have a pounding headache.
Really?
Like 2 days to recover. When I drink sweet, like mixed drinks, I can't.
Girl,
I can't.
I love these little buzzballs. This is a good flavor too.
And you know what? I heard that the chiller ones are better than the other ones because I don't know if you remember when they went viral, and apparently they're different because one's made out of wines and one's made out of liquors.
Yes.
So apparently, supposedly these are the better ones. So hope you like them.
Yes, this is really good. And it's funny because my sister got me some buzzballs about a month ago. She's not a drinker. She's younger than me. She's 31. And she's not a drinker. She'll have one drink and she's like asleep.
That was me back in the day. We'd be at the club and everyone's like, after. And I'm like, after? I'm going home. I start getting sleepy for real. Hell no, I'm not going after. I'm going to my bed. I'm going to Chico's. Back in the day, I was like, tacos and then home. Like, I ain't going nowhere.
So I can drink probably 4 buzzballs and I'm done. But my sister, like I said, she brought some the other day, and she only brought 2. And I was like, oh, are both of these for me? She goes, no, I want to drink one with you. And I was like, okay, I guess. And so we drank them together, and it didn't, one buzzball is not going to give me like a buzz. It's just like, oh, it kind of
like a little starter.
Yeah, it's just a little starter.
Get your little feeling.
Yes. 2 buzzballs, I got a buzz. I'm feeling good.
Well, I was seeing they have like, oh my God, like 15 or something? 15%
alcohol in this little.
That's a lot.
In this little bitty thing, yes.
Because this is only like 9, and like 2 of these, and I'm done.
That's like 3 buzzballs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so she was like, so she drank it, and it was already nighttime though. So it was like 9 o'clock, and she goes to work really early, so she was out. Well, then the next day, she goes to work, because it was like a Sunday. It was like today. And so she goes to work on Monday, and she comes home sick. And I'm like, girl, what are you home sick for?
Over.
She says, I don't know, my stomach. I think it was the buzzball. And I'm like,
That's what I'm
like, how you gonna be blaming the buzzball? So you have one drink. She goes, I don't know. I think it's sugar. Tore up my stomach.
Well, for me, it's the sugar. Maybe it makes me feel like death, like literally like death.
And you know what does that to me? Rum.
Dark liquor.
I can't do rum. I can't do rum at all. People were like, "Oh, I want a pina colada," because that's got the rum and everything. You do Malibu. I'm like, I'm gonna guess it. You give me tequila or vodka. That's.
I used to do vodka waters when I was like in my little healthy phase, like just vodka water all day. Because if you drink, here's the thing: if you drink a really expensive vodka, like I would get Belvedere, Ciroc, or Grey Goose,
Love Ciroc,
and you have it chilled, and you put it with really cold water, girl, you like you're drinking water. You can't even taste it. What? Little dangerous. It's a little dangerous. But that's when I was like super.
My birthday's Wednesday, so I plan on going out Saturday. That might be a drink.
You know what? Get a berry Ciroc with water. I guarantee you, it's gonna taste like a berry flavored water because Ciroc is super good. You're not gonna be able to taste the alcohol, and it's really cold. And then you're not gonna feel headache. You're just gonna feel amazing. Well, trust me. At least for one of the drinks.
For one of the drinks. Okay. I still don't even know where I want to go yet, so I'm still trying to like. Everybody keeps like, "What do you need for your birthday?" I'm like, I don't know.
You know, I've lived here almost 8 years, and I've never gone clubbing. I've been to one.
I don't go
club, and a friend dragged me, and like we were in and out, and that was it. But other than that, I don't know about you, but for me, the parking downtown is like a nightmare. Like I'd rather stay home.
So we went out for my girl Brittany's birthday. Me, Tina, and Brittany's our nail tech. So Brittany was like, hey, do y'all have plans on such and such date? You know, we're gonna go out. We want to go out to like a nice dinner and then go bar hopping in Deep Ellum. I was like, all right, cool. So we go to the dinner. We go. She wanted to go to, God, what's that place called? Vidora? Oh. No, Vidora.
Vidora. I have been there during the day though.
We went to Vidora, and we're going to the parking lot because they're like, hey, we parked at the parking lot right, you know, next to it. I'm like, all right, cool. So we go, we park, and then we're looking, and we're like, this has got to be wrong. We're looking, and it said it was like $30-something for parking. I'm like,
yes, girl. Oh my God.
I'm like, okay, I know it's been a minute since I've been to Deep Ellum, but it used to be like $10, $15 for parking. It was 31 and some change for parking.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what? I was like, I called her. I said, y'all do realize this is $30-something parking here.
Like each car, like you guys could just go out together. Yes.
And it's not even like covered parking downtown. It's not a parking garage. It's just an open lot.
I feel like downtown has gotten so ridiculous. When we go to the games, $40 to $60 parking.
It depends where you go, because we'll go to like, there's a bunch of steakhouses.
You gotta show me that, because every time I've gone, here's the thing.
Well, we valet.
Okay, and then sometimes also the street ones. If you're lucky enough, if God blesses you enough, you'll find one, and then those yes.
So you know, the old West End area downtown.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a place called Wild Steakhouse. Highly recommend. Really good food there. They got like wild game type food. They got like bison. They have quail. It's really good. Like we go there. It's one of my favorite places. And you don't have to be like dressed up. People go in like shorts and jeans, and I mean it just. But I like to get dressed up. Yeah, because I don't get to get dressed up very often. But they have the street parking like that. And so usually we'll do a couple of laps to make sure, and we'll find usually something right there. Another place we go to is Dakota's. Love Dakota's. They have valet. The thing about them is you can't see the restaurant. It's underneath. Oh. So they've got a little thing and an elevator.
Oh, yeah.
And so you valet, and then you take the elevator down to the restaurant. So that's a place you don't have to worry about parking. That place, The Sale. Have you been there?
I haven't been there, but I've heard so much about it, but I haven't been.
It's okay.
Like everyone raves.
No. I wouldn't rave about it. I got the skull cake thing that they have. They have like a lava cake in the shape of a skull. It was alright. It was $50 for a dessert. But I was like, you know, let's try it.
Let's live a little.
Yeah, let's try it. Would I get it again? No. Would I go to the restaurant again? I'd probably go to the restaurant again. The food was okay, but I wouldn't say it's like great.
You know what? That's how I feel about the Cafe Dior that I went to. It just opened up. All the raves. It's in Highland Park. Blah, blah, blah. You know, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I took my mother, because my mother's a big fashionista. Like, she went to fashion school. She loves fashion. Like, she just loves it. So I was able to get us reservations, and it's nice. It's Dior. It's beautiful. But I was like, bro, this was it. Like, probably I would never go again unless my mom wanted to, or my daughter or something. But like, it's nice. But like, just to go once for the experience and say, hey, I've been to the Dior Cafe. But was it like, oh my God? Like, you have to go now. And it was expensive as hell. Like,
I don't mind paying, because when we go out to eat, like, that's one thing that I'll say, you know, that Paul's really good about. Like, he's not like, get the cheapest thing on the menu, you know, type. No. He's like, we don't get to go out very often. So when we go out, we like to have sit down restaurant, get dressed up, and eat good food. There's an Argentinian steakhouse downtown, like Corinthians or 342. I don't know. It's something like. Their food was really good. I haven't heard of that one. That one's really good. Where else have we gone that I really liked? I really like Wild. Wild was really good.
I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Yeah, it's like a you get like a country western type theme because of the wild game. Oh, you know where we went? We went to Ash's town. Ennis.
And I was like, Ash's.
Yeah, Ash's town, Ennis. And there's a good steakhouse there. It was really good. I forgot what it was called though.
I was gonna say, did you see that they pulled up on her yesterday?
No. Okay, we need to get back on track. We're talking about.
No, hold on. Okay, so there's this girl, Smiley, and actually, I've heard about Smiley for years.
Okay,
now.
are you talking about where she went to her parents'
house? She pulled up to the parents' house.
Okay,
videotaped.
The house
Beamer's there.
Wait, the house that she said her parents were rich.
Where she grew up rich.
Did you see the house?
I wish we could pull it up with another phone. Oh my god, it looked like a. And I don't want to say it because we're gonna cancel it, but it looked like a. Right?
Yeah.
Like it did. It looked like you're about.
It wasn't even a brick home. It had siding. The paint was
wood paneling. Like,
it was
falling apart.
The paint was coming off. It's not.
And then you know what I didn't notice that people said like her Beamer was like blocked in, so like in case they try to repo it.
I was gonna say, was she getting repo?
It's like boxed in, and here's the thing.
Did she get evicted?
She just talks so highly. Like, when you see that video, it's a house. There's nothing wrong with it. But the way that she talks.
That's the thing.
It makes it seem like she came from, like, fucking royalty. Like, you would think she lived in Press Hall or, like, whatever. Like, Highland Village or something. Let me tell you. I saw the video.
That she said, well, do her parents live in Waxahachie or Ennis? Because I've heard both.
I've only heard Ennis. I don't know.
I heard that her parents live in Waxahachie. And that she's always there because because there was a spotting of Ash at TJ Maxx, which is in Waxahachie, and I'm like, I better not ever come across, because I'm always in Waxahachie because the boys play soccer. Yeah. I go to Waxahachie just for various reasons, you know, and I'm like, man, if I was there.
I can't believe people are bumping into her. Like, I can't imagine what kind of, like, oh my god, it's Ash Trevino. Like, I can't even imagine bumping into her, like, the madness.
And the thing is, you know, I get why she hasn't gotten her ass beat yet.
Why?
Well,
why?
Because people don't want to catch a case.
Oh.
Yeah, because that, I guarantee you, she'd be the first one to press charges. She's not going to throw the first hand. She's going to be hiding, trying to get away.
And you're going to get a charge
and you're going to get a charge for assault. Mm-hmm. Not defending yourself. Now, she is not stupid enough to throw the
Unless she's drunk, though. Because when she's drunk, here's the thing. I don't know Ash, but and I don't watch her religiously, but I've noticed that anytime she's in trouble or anything, she's drunk off her mind. And when she's drunk, she doesn't give a fuck. Did you see what she was telling that girl? Okay, you know how her ex-husband, or Isaiah or whatever, I don't know. I don't know if they're still married now, but he's the one that murdered the father of Zara, the girl that got shot by her boyfriend.
So I didn't realize. So there's so many
okay, what a small world, right? It is. I was like, how the fuck is he the one?
We were talking about this last week I was talking about it with Tina, because Tina was talking about Zara, and I was like, who's Zara? She goes, oh, you don't know who she is? And so she gets off of live and she pulls up her phone. She pulls up Zara and she goes, this girl. And I was like, wait a minute.
I remember her. Remember she was on TikTok.
I was like, that's
the girl with the ass.
Yeah, I was like, that's the one that Ash's ex-husband unalived her dad. And she was like, yes. And I was like, small world.
Here's the part that I just was like, am I watching this? Like, is this real? How the fuck does this girl get on there and be like, because at first she was kind of trying to say, oh, I'm sorry, but she got mad because she's like, because she said that guy, she's like, no, say his name, which I thought kind of too, like, Zara, come on, girl. Like,
yeah, she was like, say his name, say his name.
You say his name now, like, girl, come on, like, you didn't have to do all that, like, come on. She was milking it too, so both of them, and when she started doing that, Ash got pissed, and that's when she's like, no, he deserved, just the shit that was coming out of her mouth. I'm like,
she gets
girl,
brave when
if you believe in Jesus, like, I feel sorry for you, because the shit that just came out of your mouth, like, you're going to hell. You're going to hell. Like, I can't believe she even said that he deserved it.
Yeah.
When that man was literally innocent, he went to the ATM to pull out the cash. They stopped him for a year to learn. I deep dive. They stopped him for a year to learn his, like, routines and everything. They knew that he was taking the money, the ATM, to cash out. Everything that they did, just the fact that she even defends him, even if he got with it, I'd be like, you know what, that's my baby, but I don't agree with what he did. Like, you know, but she's like, she defends him. I'm like, what kind of POS do you have to be to just,
oh, girl,
that worked my blood. I was like, am I really seeing this? Like, this bitch needs to be canceled.
So,
how does she still have a platform? How?
Because I get people wanting to see the train wreck. I get that.
It goes beyond that, though, because she's so disrespectful.
Why? Like, I'll get on TikTok. Like, I hadn't seen her in a while, which,
me too.
Knock on wood, I'm like, she can stay away from
I think
my
she's
FYP.
slowly like leaving because I haven't seen her either.
Well, she got banned. She got.
I heard. Oh, back to Smiley. Supposedly, Smiley and Jefa were the ones that got her banned. Okay, Smiley was from like Bad Girls Club, like Zeus Network, and all that.
If anybody's gonna catch her, it's gonna be Smiley.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so this bitch pulled up. I was like, oh my god! But I kind of feel like maybe you know how the fuck did Smiley get dragged into this?
I don't know. I want to say she started talking trash about Ash. Ash heard about it.
She talked shit
and
about
then she
Smiley.
talked shit about Smiley. And then everybody was telling Ash, you know, or they was kind of back and forth, you know.
I just didn't know there was something before.
The way all her beef, the way all her beefs get started, her talking trash about, oh, who is that? They just want to be like me. They're just jealous. You wish you were like me. I can take your man. That's what she says about everybody.
Girl, I showed my husband. Oh my god, I tried to show him videos and he won't even look. He's like, get it the fuck out of my face. I'm like, no, look.
Yeah. Like, no. Would you want this? And then what cracks me up is when she is on live or whatever, and she'll get up and she'll walk away like on purpose, and her ass cheeks.
I saw one where she was at a bar and they caught her and she looked like a little. I don't even want to talk shit, but it looked.
It was a bar here, and that's what makes me feel bad because she's local, like especially like.
We need to go out and try a bump into. No, just kidding.
So wait, so then the weekend that we went out for Brittany's birthday was the same weekend that Ash. This was back when Ash and Miss Gold and Bree and Violet, they were all at that
bar or whatever. Was it at Santos' family's bar?
No. It was after that. It was the weekend that they rented a Airbnb and people were egging them and they thought that it was them getting shot at.
Yes,
they thought they were getting shot at. So that was the same weekend. And I was like, watch us come, because they were talking about going out and they were going to go downtown. And that's where we were. And I was like, wouldn't that be some shit? Because me sober, I'm not going to start no shit. Because I don't want to catch a case. I got kids. I'm not trying. But if I'm feeling tipsy, I'm not saying that I would throw hands.
You might not give your buck.
But I'm going to talk some trash. I'm going to talk some. And then being with Brittany and being with Tina, even more because my girls hype me up. And then they're going to be talking trash. And it's just going to. She would have no chance. Those girls would have no chance against us three.
I just feel like, how has she not gotten her ass beat? Unless they're just hiding it or something. Like someone's.
Because she's got top-notch security.
Does she? Oh, does she though?
She's got
DK.
She's got Temu security.
And then when she's like, you know, I don't go shopping. You know, I don't go anywhere shopping without security. Here, what did she say? Like, I don't go anywhere without security.
You know what I hate though? I hate that she ruined. I was gonna get some pandas, the J's, the black and white J's.
Don't tell me I have pandas. Don't even.
And wait, she ruined it for me. I was like, no, because Ash wears them everywhere. I'm like, I can't. I just feel like I'm like. What is this? The Ash starter kit? I'm like, I can't. Now I don't even want pandas.
Well,
I love them. They're so cute.
I have some because my husband bought them for me and my daughter matching. And like, she's like, Mom, let's wear matching shoes. But I'm like, I wear them. I wear them, of course. But she just needs to stop wearing those little jumpers too.
She needs to come to the realization of her body type. When she said, I have a Coca-Cola body, I was like,
I was legit laughing. I was like, girl.
I saw that and I was like,
she has a thought body. And I don't want to talk shit about her. Okay, I gotta stop. But girl, Coca-Cola body wear. Like, I got a Coca-Cola body.
I got a Coca-Cola body. Like, you can literally, my waist goes in. I had a mommy makeover. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have a BBL. That's natural. But my waist goes in and my hips, I mean, I've got a Coca. And then so for her to say that, I was like, bitch, where?
Or you know what I want to bring up too that I thought was fucking super weird? Tell me if you think this is weird. Okay, you know Camilla, right? From the Bop House?
Yeah.
Love Camilla. Think she's so funny.
I think she's funny too. People give her a lot of hate.
People give her a lot of hate, and she's really funny, and I think she's gorgeous. But one thing did not sit right with me that I heard just yesterday. I saw a video. Do you know how Ash ended up at the Bop House?
Because she reached out to Haley.
Okay, let's just sit back for a second. You're reaching out to a minor
Yeah.
To go to an OF house. What the fuck is wrong with you, Camilla? That's weird as fuck. I'm sorry. I love you. You're funny. You're gorgeous. But reaching out to a minor, I get it. You were trying to get to the coin to get Ash on your podcast.
That's what it was.
But bitch, reaching out to a minor, that's icky. Like, that's ill. Like, if me, a grown-ass woman, and I know she's not as old as me, but she's a girl. She's a woman. She's grown. She's not under 18, 21. Mm-hmm. You're reaching out to a child. Of course Haley's going to want to go to the Bob house, bro. And I just thought it was very distasteful. I'm like, if she would have reached out to Ash, cool. But reaching out to the teen daughter, I kind of feel like you knew she was going to make it happen. Because she wants to. And Ash is probably going to be like, all right, baby, let's go, whatever. I still just feel like it was kind of icky to reach out to a minor to go to a fucking porn content house. Sorry, I do. Yeah. I do. As a mother, I do. I'm sorry, I do.
Oh, yeah. I agree with you.
But I like Camilla, but I was like, that was kind of like you.
Can you imagine... Or do you think that, because Haley's what, 16? I think she's 16, 17.
I think so. I'll be honest, I don't remember their age.
I think she's 16, 17.
I know they're underage though.
Because she has said that when she turns 18,
that she's going to tell the truth.
She's going to tell the truth and she's going to... But in my opinion, Ash is kind of already kind of going
She's
away.
Kind of drifting, yeah.
So is it even going to be relevant by the time Haley turns 18?
I think maybe she might make it like a comeback. Like... stir shit back up, you know what I mean? Because people are gonna want to know. I'm gonna want to know. I think she has.
I think she has a lot of hate towards her mother.
You know what? I think she does too. And you know what? I saw a clip that I know you've seen. I know everyone has seen where Ash is like saying how jealous she was of her daughter when her daughter was little.
Pissed me off
because she felt like her husband loved her more.
It would piss me off when she said that she grabbed.
Me too. We both got chills. That's so crazy.
When she said she grabbed her daughter by
the hair
and pulled her.
Literally, look at my arm. It made my blood boil.
Because we're mothers.
How the fuck?
I don't have daughters, but I have kids, and I could not even imagine doing that to my child.
Girl, I have 2 daughters, and one of them, her father is like an amazing dad, and I could never ever like when I see it. I tear up because how beautiful it is, because I don't have a great relationship with my dad, even though he's alive and he's in my life. But just to see that, I'm like, how the fuck could you? You gotta be real fucking sick in the fucking head and really fucking insecure to be jealous of your own daughter with her dad. Like, that's nuts.
Yes, I agree.
Nuts. Mm-hmm. And when I saw that, I instantly knew this bitch sees her daughters as competition or something, or she's kind of like an op, right? Like, she's not like, mommy, like, give me advice. Like,
she wants
she clowns on them.
She wants to be BFFs with her daughters, but then yet is constantly putting them in bad situations, constantly putting them down, constantly not there for them. She's not a mother, and then she wants to sit there and talk shit about Bree and Violet she's like. Y'all are bad moms. Bitch, what do you think you are?
I almost like fucking spit on my... I couldn't believe it. I'm just like, girl, like, no.
Yeah.
And then not just that, like, when I think the only reason she even started bringing the girls in and doing stuff with them was because all the fucking hate she got. If we would have never stepped in, if we would have never said shit, I don't think she would be chilling with the girls. I don't think she would be doing anything with them. Anything.
Do you know what happened to the beds that Jefa sent over there?
I saw a video that supposedly she sent them. She saw they were delivered, but Ash, I think, got rid of them. Is what I got that from the video. I don't know.
I saw that they were loaded up into a truck, maybe possibly taken to her parents' house. But I also kind of heard that she might have got evicted.
You know what? Has she not been posting in that apartment no more? And the BMW is not there no more. Honestly, if
I was alive, granted the little duplex she was living in was a POS. Can you imagine all the landlord it's like, you know what? You're bringing too much negative.
They're getting egged as spray can.
The windows getting broken. They broke the window twice?
I will say, I think that's a little too far. Like, I get you guys don't like her, but showing up at her fucking house and doing that shit when she has kids, like, I don't know, I'm sorry. I agree. Like, I think that's too much. Like, I agree, you don't like the girl, cool, whatever, but showing up at her house, guys, that's kind of that's some 48-hour type shit, like, for real. Like, I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, and I told did I tell Tina or did I tell my daughter? I don't even remember who I told. I feel like we're in the middle of seeing some like 48-hour true
like
documentary. Yeah, we're seeing it live play out.
I told my husband that too.
Like a Ruby Frank situation where, you know, she documented everything on YouTube, but yet now we're on TikTok, and I feel like something's going to go down. Something's going to happen. I don't wish this. I don't want something to happen to somebody, but I feel like Bree, Violet, Ash, something's going to happen. Somebody's going to either get hurt, unalived, something.
One thing I want to bring up real quick. Okay, with Violet, I haven't really heard much of her lately. Like, is she kind of staying in the background now, or what? I know she tried to get the kids. I know she went and tried to kidnap them, and then I know she left and she was unsuccessful. But like, I don't know if she's trying to stay. Is it just me, or I'm not seeing really videos of her getting into?
No, it's Bree.
Right, it's Bree. Bree don't know how to shut the fuck up. She doesn't know when to stop. And I just want to say one little thing about Bree. I think she has it potential. She has it in her to be a good mother, but I just, like you said, timing's all fucked up. She's in her, I want to get wasted. I want to be a bottle girl. I want to be on OF. I get it. I was young. I had a daughter really young. And, you know.
But.
You're right. It's wrong. It's wrong. I'm not saying it's right.
If you're not ready to be a mother, there's options out there for you to not be a mother. Even if you have the baby to term and there's just adoption.
And let him give him reason until you get on your feet, girl.
Yes.
Stop giving him shit. Stop making. You know what I thought was
mothers need to stop
condoning both of them. Actually,
mothers need to stop thinking that just because you're the mother, they should be with you full time. If you're not prepared or in the mental space, or have the time, or your
priorities are fucked up. Right?
If you're in school, if you're working, your schedule doesn't go with it, and you don't have the help, it's not a bad thing to say, hey, go with your dad. Your dad has a better setup, or a better living whatever.
I get what you're trying to say. Yeah. You know what? I think that's so true, because I think as mothers, and let's just be honest, as mothers, we are shunned. Like, if you're not like a fucking perfect mommy and doing it all, like, oh god, like, but let's be honest, like, we're fucking human, man. She gets hard. Mental health is a fucking motherfucker, especially right now. Sorry for the other problems, but like, especially right now. And you know what? It takes a lot of cojones to be like, you know what? I can't do this right now.
I need help.
I need help. You know how much it hurts as a woman to have to say that? Like, but you know what? Like, people shouldn't bring us down. Like, if you need the little help, like, you know what, Bree? You can't, you know what? It's probably best for your son not to be with you right now, sweetheart.
But like, as a good parent, you have to take that step back and say, you know what? I've got to do what's best for my kids. If I wasn't in the mental space, or good mental space, if I didn't have a job, if I'm out there doing OF just to make ends meet, if I'm doing, you know, all this stuff, you know what? It might be best if my kids go be with their dad. Would it hurt? Of course. It's going to hurt. It's going to tear me to pieces. But looking at Bree, she does not look hurt at all.
She's not. And you know what I think? I think she's so dissociated with everything. I think she's just blocked it all out. She's just so numb, plus the drugs, right? The drugs and the drinking, the little whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I think that came to, because you know what? I saw a video today that made me sad. She's like, she's scrolling through the comments and she's like, oh, my baby eats spaghetti now. I don't know if you saw the video. Oh, he eats this. She's finding out his milestones through the comments of watching videos of her own baby. Sad. Like, honestly, like, it tore me to, I'm like, how the Bree, sweetheart, like, I know she'll never see this, but I'm like, girl, please wake up. She's missing out on the most precious moments of her baby's life. Like, she didn't know that he's like, half the things he's doing, she didn't know, dude.
Yeah.
She hasn't seen him in 2 months. And you know what? When they're a little older, okay, but when they're at this age, every month you see them, something's different.
Oh, yeah.
They grow so fast at that time. And guess what, sweetheart? I'm sorry, but you're never getting that time back. Like, you're never, ever going to see a winner at this age again.
I look at my kids now, they're 10 and 7, and I look at them and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, it breaks my heart. Every day that I take them to school, I see them walking away, because my boys, they're very close. They're 3 years difference, but they're very close. My oldest looks after my youngest a lot. And he'll like put his arm around him, or he'll hold his hand, or just walking side by side, and seeing that affection that they have towards each other. I love it. But then seeing them grow up, like just seeing their backs walk away from me, I get very emotional.
Yeah.
But when it comes to my kids, I'm very emotional. And I wish that feeling for all mothers. But if you don't have the time, if you're not in the mental space, if you need help, it's okay. And that's society. We need to normalize.
Yes, because they make you feel like you're a
bad
shitty mom.
Yeah.
You're a horrible mom. Like, how could you not take care? Like, bro, like people are legit like on the brink of like wanting to off themselves. And it's like, if you need help, ask for help. We shouldn't feel ashamed for asking for help.
So it's like that. Me and Tina talked about this one time. The chick, I don't know if you saw this. She went live. I don't know if it was on TikTok or Facebook, but she called the police department and said that she needed help. She needed to turn her kids over to the state because she didn't have the financials that she needed. She was in school trying to do better for herself, but mentally she could not do it for her kids. So she turned them over to the state because she's like, I can't do this.
And honestly, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. You didn't kill them. Like, thank you.
Exactly.
Thank
I would
God.
much rather have a mother do that because she said that she tried to reach out to their dads because they had different dads. And the dads they didn't want nothing to do with the kids. They were like, no, I can't take them. So she didn't have any family. She didn't have any help. And it's true what they say. It takes a village to raise kids these days. And I thank God every day that I have that village. Like,
Me too.
Thank you. It's great.
A blessing.
And it really is.
Like, coming from a Mexican background, so, because I'm Mexican, sometimes I think I took for granted, like, you don't know how good it is to have your mom that's like, hey, don't worry, I got the mija. Or like, hey, tias, uncles, whatever. Yeah. So sometimes when I see Bree, because I only know what I've heard, that she doesn't have support from no one, not even her own mom. And I could imagine, like, you know what? Would I be the same mom that I am now if I didn't have all the help that I had? I'm going to tell you something. I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, my mom took my kids. My mom helped me. I'm not saying all day 24/7, but when I needed a break, mom was there.
Yeah, my mom will step in. My mom will take. And my mom would take the boys all the time. She was like when me and their dad we got divorced. She was like, I'll take when it was my weekend, or even when it was his weekend, she would call him and be like, hey, can I have the boys this weekend? And I would get mad at her. I remember I would get mad at her because I'm like, he only gets to see them every other weekend. Why are you taking his weekend? Like, if you want the boys, get them when I have them, not when he has them. Yeah. But it would be like certain events that were coming up, or that she would want to take them to, like company picnics or what. So I get it, but the boy's dad was always like cool with it. Yeah, he was always cool with it. He was like, yeah, sure, whatever. But sometimes we need those weekends to kind of get a break.
Bro, all the time. Yeah. I'm not saying every weekend, but yes, you know what? Having a kid that's dependent on you 24/7. I'm sorry, moms need a break. Like, we do. Like, it's kind of crazy because he's going to be a year, but he was born 3 months early. So he has 2 ages, right? Like his birth date and his adjusted date, because his milestones, he hits them on his due date. I know it's super confusing, but okay. So
that is confusing to me. Because my kids were born 38
So my son was supposed to be born August 6th, okay? Mm-hmm. He was born May 13th. So technically from May 13th to August 6th, he was just finishing cooking. So when August came around to May, June, July, August, technically he was almost 3 months, but they don't expect him to be doing things at 3-month-old because he barely hit 40 weeks. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
He was in an incubator, literally. Like, you know what I mean? So his milestone...
How much did he weigh?
2.4 pounds.
Oh, he was tiny.
2.4 pounds. He was intubated as soon as he was born. He was born blue, not breathing. Okay? I didn't get to hold my son for almost 4 days after he was born. Oh. I had to be put completely under anesthesia, like knocked the fuck out and have an emergency C-section. And my husband wasn't there. I wasn't conscious. My son was born not breathing. It was a crazy day. Okay, it was like I legit thought like everything was all over. But he made it. I made it. We made it. But it's kind of hard because when I say he's almost gonna be 1, technically he's almost gonna be 1 in May. But really, he's hitting milestones of a 7-month-old. Because his milestones go from his due date. Because how do you expect him to act like a 3-month-old when he was barely supposed to be born? You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's crazy. And one thing I want to bring up real quick: 17 diapers, mom. Did you hear about her? Yes or no?
No.
No. No, she never came on your For You page.
No.
Oh my God, Hannah. No.
Wait.
The mom the mom that said that she was so postpartum, so crazy that she went around collecting diapers and she had 17 that she found, and everyone was like, "Oh my God!" But then people started sticking up for her, like, "My 17
finding
diapers."
Them where? Like
her house.
Like used diapers?
Yes, within a day, 17 diapers she found because
so she wouldn't throw them away?
No, because she's so postpartum and her husband wasn't there. Here's my thing. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 17 fucking diapers, girl.
No.
She has 2 kids, granted. But anyways,
both of them in diapers?
One was older, yes, and then she had a newborn. 17 though, girl?
No.
17's a bit much. But here's the thing, a lot of people started standing up for her. And people started doing a trend. Well, my 17 diapers was when I was on the bed. Whatever, like, what's their 17 diapers, right? People started doing it.
No.
Then guess what? A couple weeks later, it turns out there's multiple videos where she's, like, abusing the kid, being very mean. You have to catch up on that, girl, so we can talk about it. Anyways, the reason I brought it up is because I want to know what happened to her. She disappeared from the internet. She gained all these hundreds of thousands of followers, and now I haven't seen her post again.
Well, it's funny how people gain all these followers.
When they do something bad.
And then not even necessarily do something. I've seen this with multiple people where they gain lots of followers. And do you follow Bartender Mom? She's from San Antonio.
No?
Mm-mm. Okay, so I follow her and I'll tag her in the video.
Is so huge.
I love TikTok. And I love her. She would come on and she was a bartender and she'd come on and she'd make different shots and she dances and like she's a whole vibe. Like I love Bartender Mom. Well, she like went MIA and I'm like,
what happened?
Like you ghosted us. No.
What'd she do?
She just needed a mental break. She just needed a mental break. That happened with another one that I follow. I forget her name. Morgan. Do you know
Morgan that talks about Resilient Jenkins? She's mixed?
Yes.
I had to block her, girl. I had to.
The one that had the baby's dad is random man from Atlanta? Is that what you're talking about? Is that the same Morgan?
I never got her baby daddy. The only Morgan I know is every day she gets online talking shit about Resilient Jenkins. Like that's all she talks about.
Oh, maybe I haven't seen her in a...
And honestly, I was like, girl, if you have this much time in your life, like every single day, full on hatred videos, like I'm done.
No, I think we're talking about...
Yeah, I hope we're talking about it different.
Well, I think we're talking about... She's got a little girl. Her name is Gigi.
I've never seen a little girl on her page.
Okay, well, she said that she was going to stop filming Gigi, so that may be why. But she's a young mom, and she got her followers and her fame because she would say she was a teen mom who got pregnant from a random man in Atlanta. Come to find out, random man in Atlanta has like 7 other baby mamas.
Random man in Atlanta, I've heard that. Is there other girls doing stories or something? I've heard that. Okay, I've heard that.
Probably. But the thing is, she got back with random men from Atlanta, and they were posting cute little couple videos on TikTok and da-da-da-da. Well, then, there's 2 sides to every story. But there was a DA case between either she did it or she says she was defending herself. He says that she's just crazy and came at him. There's always 2 sides to the story. Whatever. I think there's a little truth behind both, and I think they're both lying a little to make their side look better. It is what it is. They're not together anymore. Now she's doing her own little thing, but she took a little hiatus and then came back, and then that's when she said that she wasn't going to be filming Gigi anymore, her daughter, which her daughter is beautiful. She's a beautiful little girl. But she would do like get ready with me type videos with her daughter. Like she would do her hair. She would have this whole hair routine. She'd put a little hair bonnet on her. She's so cute.
No, I don't think this is the girl because the one she's like younger, and I don't think she even has kids.
Okay, well she's young, but she's mixed. She's half.
Is she kind of like Ginger?
Black and half.
Is she kind of like Ginger?
No.
Okay, because this girl's kind of Ginger.
She colored her hair though, but
no, I don't think it's the same girl.
No, I don't think it's the same.
I don't think so either.
She's half black and half white. I think I'm not too sure, but anyways,
But you're on Brazilian Jenkins talk, right?
No,
girl. How are we on the same?
We're on the same
level, but the same so different. Brazilian Jenkins is 7. This little mom with 7 that lives in a 1-bedroom that everyone like literally hates. No, she's with this guy Drew. It's a white girl with a black man. They have 1 or 2 babies together. She had some before him. He had some without her, and they're all crammed into a 1-bedroom. And people are dragging them. Like right now, they got kicked out. They got evicted. And they're in a hotel, and then people called so much to the hotel, they got kicked out of that hotel. They're at a new hotel. Like, people freaking hate them. I can't believe you haven't heard about them.
See, now she's gonna pop up on my phone.
Maybe because I'm saying it around your microphone.
It's the freaking FBI always watching shit.
Yeah.
There's so much drama on TikTok. It's just social media in general. Like, but I feel like social media can be a good thing and a bad thing. And I say that because it can bring relationships. Look at us. We would have never have met. I mean, possibly, but like social media is what brought us together. Like we connect on so many different things. And I told Tina, I was like, because she was like, I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna be out of town, and I was like, no worries. I'm sure I can get a guest. And then she was like, okay. And she was like, well, who are you gonna get? And I was like, my friend from TikTok. And she was like, yeah. I was like, what? And so then I told her, she was like, oh, okay, because I had told her about you, and she was like, oh, okay. And she was like, she goes, yeah, just see if she'll come on. So, but it's amazing how you can make different connections, whereas prior you wouldn't have. Do some people use it in a bad way? Yes, of course. I think that with anything nowadays, it can be twisted and used in a bad way. Some people have made fortunes off of it. I mean, I don't know how much Ash actually has made, but I think she's wasted it.
That's the thing. So you get people that get money, and it's like new money, right? They wasted the Louis, the Gucci, the this and that. And then you have people, and this is the smart thing. Yes.
Invest.
Start a business, multiple streams of income, get a rental, do this, do that, stocks, bonds, trust. I mean,
property.
She could have done so much. Yeah. That this little...
No, they want to go buy a freaking BMW.
A Louis, first of all, a used BMW with like 50-something K miles on it, and some Gucci and a Louis bag. Like, girl, just a fucking... people still hate you. Like, you should have invested in some property, girl. Like,
because seriously. The thing is, like, with her fame, like, it's not going to last.
It's 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's your 15 minutes.
It's your 15 minutes, girl.
Like you said, invest that money, put it aside, put it towards a house.
If she was better smart, she would make a little brand. Start doing this. Get a real good manager that's going to manage it the right way.
What killed me was when she kept saying, my merch, my merch, my merch. Shirt. And then her shirts came out, and I'm like, my sister could have made that on the cricket.
Or her manager, Jefa. Oh my God, don't even get me started on that Jefa. But for real, like, I do not like that lady.
There's something I don't like her. I knew it was gonna go south. I feel like I'm very like, how do I say it?
Like, do you feel vibes from people?
Yes.
So do I.
And
when I watch her, I get
negative.
Like, yes, me too. I feel like a dark, like, I can't watch her for too long. And I feel like she's so full of herself and me, and bringing people down. I don't like people that bring other people down over and over just to bring themselves
I feel like
up.
she has a very
dark aura.
Good, well, I have, don't come for me, TikTok, don't come for me. I feel like she's got a very good bruja.
She does look like she fucks with that. She does look like a bruja. I'm sorry, but she does.
She's got somebody doing stuff for her. I feel like you only see this space, obviously, like on TikTok. You see this right here. I feel like the rest of her house, she's got an altar. She's got her stuff.
She's all praying to her little altar.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I have my ojo, bracelets. I believe in
look at me.
Yes. That's beautiful. I believe in, I sage my house, but
I don't cast spells and shit like that.
I was going to say, I don't believe in doing evil because I believe in karma. Everything's going to come back to you 3 times.
Girl, yes, and they say energy. Here's what I believe in. I believe in energy, right? You put out what you give in. It's an equal exchange all the time. So if you're doing dirty work, guess what, girl? It's gonna come back to you. Mm-hmm. It is. I'm sorry. Unless you're like mega bruja that like never's been touched.
It may not be right now.
That's what I'm saying. It isn't heard of. It's gonna catch up to you eventually.
But when you ain't got no kids around you, or you in the old folks home and they beating your ass, or whatever, it's eventually gonna catch up to you one way or another. Maybe it's a lawsuit that hits Jefa's husband's trucking company, and takes everything that they have. Something, it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass.
Because what people have been saying, and I notice it's so true. How long has it been since you've seen Ashley talk about Jefa? I haven't seen her talk about Jefa at all no more. Jefa, every day to stay relevant, what does she do? She talks about Ash. It's like, girl, let it go. Like, it's giving stalker at this point. It's giving creep. It's giving your mind. It's giving weird at this point. But it's the only way she gets views. It's the only way she stays relevant. It's the only way she stays on top. And I'm sorry, but I do not like that lady. I don't like her. I don't like her.
She feeds off of other people. And I've said this before. People who go live on TikTok. Now we're live right now, but I'm not telling people tap 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 tap.
Give me your money. Give me your money.
No, I'm not on here doing that.
And I hate when she does that. Oh, tap the screen, guys. Tap the screen. Tap.
Who's
galaxy.
gonna send me a galaxy? Yes. Like, to me, that is modern day panhandling.
It is. It's begging for money.
So why don't y'all give the money to the old man sitting on the corner of the highway? Showing that he's a veteran.
With his little sign. Wait, man.
You know what? I'm gonna tell a story really quick before we gotta wrap this up. So we see in here in the DFW, we see people all the time standing on the corners, whatnot, asking for money. One day I was on the corner, and this was in Fort Worth, and this man was holding up a sign saying, "I just need a beer. I just need a beer." And I said, you know what?
So do I.
He's being 100% honest with me. Not telling me his whole life story, that his kids got cancer. He's not telling me that, he's a disabled vet, this, and that he just needs some help to get a job. He's not telling me any of that. He's being honest with me and telling me that he just needs a beer. I said, and I don't give money to people who are standing on the corner. Like, to me, I'm not going to do that. But because he was being so honest, I so happened to have a $5 bill in my cup holder or something. And I said, you know what? Go get you a tall boy. Go get you a beer. Here.
2 for $5. Back in the day, they were 2 for $5.
Well, this was only probably like 3 years ago or something. I said, you know what? Here. Go get you a beer. Because you're being honest. You're being your true self. You're not being fake. And that's what gets me when people are on here being fake. Don't be fake. Be you. I'm always me. Like 100%.
Like I said, that's my biggest thing too.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's been fun having you on, and thank you for my buzz ball.
I know, me too. I feel like it flew by.
I know. We're gonna have to have you back on. Maybe when Tina's here, maybe we can have all three of us. Yeah. Because let me tell you, me and Tina, that's the thing about me. Like, I love to talk. Like, I just talk and talk and talk.
Me too. I mean, look at us.
I know. So, do you have any? Because when we have people come on, we always ask, if you have a plug, you want to, plug your business or whatever, you can. If not, then if you want to plug somebody else's business, you can. This is your free time to do that.
No, just happy to be here, chit chat, bullshit. That's it.
Well, I'm going to do a plug really quick for my girl, Carla. She's on the I don't know if you've seen her. She's on the DFW Girl Plug group. Carla and her husband, No Bad Karma, I think, or No More Bad Karma, I think is their business. But they did my shirt, and I love it.
Oh, that is. Oh, I didn't even notice it's the new ones that they
Yes, it's the ones
that they game tomorrow. That would be perfect.
Yes. So I love it, and I have the shorts that match, but I'd have to stand up, and I don't feel like it. But anyways, big shout out to them. I love my shirt. When the
it's so cute. I didn't even notice honestly.
Yeah, well, because it looks like it looks
legit.
Texas.
Yeah.
So when it came out, and I was laughing when they pulled it off the shelves, I was like, these people, like, they need to bring it back for like breast cancer awareness. My sister was like, "Are you wearing your Teta shirt?" And I was like, "Sure,
I need one."
But yeah. All right. Well, Joanna, thank you very much for being on our podcast, Boss Up and Tea. We will hopefully have you on again because, I mean, it's